in knowledge sharing, coming together is very important. Unless we people come together and interact, we won't be in a position to exchange ideas to develop the science and technology. So in that regard, all these technological revolutions are really helping, and we are able to do this in a virtual fashion and physically distanced. So that is good thing. And I am indeed pleased that Bharatiyar University is conducting many forums. I think this is the third forum I am attending within a couple of months, organized by Bharatiyar University, and I am just this morning got an email from your Institute of International Affairs that they are going to organize one more forum by the end of this month. So I am really pleased. So today's talk is going to focus on a very emerging and burgeoning field, because the title of the conference is Research Advances in Textile Industry. So my talk is going to be addressed to the audience who are not only merely academic, but also practitioners, those who take this knowledge from classroom or through experience and put it into practice. Kalappanila irukkrava, that means the people who are in the industry. So that is what this my talk is going to be, and I will be showing a lot of samples, and I will also do demonstration on technical textiles. So I have brought a lab here. I'm just doing this presentation from my home, but I brought a mini lab. So I want the audience to gather as much as information possible. Sorry, why do we have to gather? So going back to 2000 years back, the saint Tamil poet Thiruvalluvar has said this: the purpose of education and the purpose of scholars and the purpose of practitioners, in other words those who are in industry, has to exchange meat and then exchange ideas. So this he says, Uvappa thalai koodi ulla piridal anaithe pulavar tholil. So one has to exchange ideas and then take the best out of it. Uvappa thalai koodi ulla piridal. Once this conference is over, people should be sad that we have missed the connection. When are we going to meet again? So that should be the impact, and I am sure that the conference will have that kind of an everlasting impact. So let's make sure that the hour is well spent. Okay, so technical textiles. So technical textiles have become an important role in day-to-day life, and more importantly during the COVID-19 times, it is only technical textiles that has saved life, because vaccine have just come in past few months. That is itself a record. But before the vaccine have come into play, one of the three things the governments around the world in a way advised their citizen is: one, first you should have physical distance. Second, you should practice hygiene, particularly hand hygiene. Third one is the mask. So this is basically a cloth, but it is made into a mask to save the life. So that is nothing but technical textile. So that is the base. I am going to build this workshop. Sorry, what are technical textiles? So technical textiles are not your simple undergarments, your leggies, your jeans. They are not. But they are made from same material. That is the beauty of it. Using the same material, raw material, if you are converting your product into a value-added product which have non-commodity application, that means these are not your handkerchiefs, these are not your undergarments, these are not your just regular banal day-to-day clothing. These are value-added products that provide functionality. What is a functionality? Functionality is not merely a fashion aesthetic material. It has to do something better. So this face mask has a functionality to protect human beings. So that is functionality. Nobody worries about the face mask in which color it is. That is secondary. To me, it is non-essential. The essential functionality of a face mask is to protect human beings. So these have to have some kind of functionality. Okay, I hope you would understand what I mean by that. And these are known as technical textile, and they can be made from any fiber. They can be made from yarns, they can be made out of woven materials, and they can be made out of non-woven and braided and composite. So no difference to the type of material you are using, how you are employing them, how you are making applications out of them matters. So that is known as technical textiles. So originally, this definition came way back some 20-25 years back in Germany. So, you know, Tirupur and Erode, these are all very famous for power loom and knitting. So they were only focused on exporting commodity items, particularly knitted undergarments. Okay. But then in the West, people shifted away from these commodity products because it's labor intensive. It is not economical to make these commodity products in the West. So in the West, in terms of technical textiles, people in the West predominantly focused on non-commodity items, and they divided it into 12 categories, right from agriculture textiles to sports textiles to defense textiles to medical textiles and automobile textiles and so on and so forth. India started promoting this technology way back in 2000, and I was one of the early cohorts working along with Government of India through Ministry of Textiles, started promoting this field. So if you Google, you will know what all we did. So we conducted many awareness programs all over the India with the help of Government of India to promote this field. So this field in 20 years have come to play an important role in saving lives not only in India but around the world. So that is the impact of this technology. That is what we are going to see. But this is a complicated definition. So why we have to go to do this sector? One, textile industry has to diversify because it is not economical. You know, now the yarn prices have skyrocketed, and you see that once the yarn prices have skyrocketed, cotton price have started increasing. So it's a ripple effect. So it's not sustainable that way. So people have to find new application of their products. In other words, we need diversification. Then the margin in commodity textile, basically spinning, it's roughly 5 to 8% at the max, right? Then other countries are started catching up, particularly Bangladesh, Vietnam and other countries, now Ethiopia and some other countries, Indonesia, particularly in yarn spinning, they have started competing with India. So India has been losing its comparative advantage. So people have to grow the industry, and that was the reason way back in 20 years, we never thought that in 20 years from now, I'm talking about 2000, mid of 2000, 2005 and so on and so forth. Nobody thought that a pandemic will come and then the pandemic will be spread using airborne particles. Nobody knew. So all we started doing for the Indian textile industry was to create new applications and avenues so that the industry can go and make money. So when the industry makes money, there is an economical growth in the country. When economic growth is there, prosperity is there. So that's what we planned. So those 12 categories, starting from agri-tech to sport-tech. So that is very complicated. People were not able to understand. So it was only theory. But there were not much practical information out in the public. So what we did was we proposed a new concept. So in the technical textiles, if you take technical textiles, there are only what we say, forget all those 12 categories and just focus on 3 categories. So any functional textile product which is used by consumer. So that is known as a consumer technical textile product. One such application is your facial wipe. Because we are consumers, right? We use it in a day-to-day basis. So this is a wipe. So this is a non-woven wipe which consumers, common consumer like us, we use on a daily basis. So that is known as consumer tech. I'll show you a lot of samples so you will know. And the second one is sophisticated consumer. So ordinary manidar illada institutions like contractors, builders and hospital system, if they start buying some textiles, they are known as institutional product. Our classical example in the hospital underpads. You know, when old people are there, the incontinence happens. So to protect and to give good hygiene to the patients, admitted patients, you need to put some cloth between them and the bed. So those are all incontinence products like underpads. So this is a important hospital products. Okay, va? And then the third one is defense. Only governments are going to buy, particularly your body armor, protective suits, face masks, and so on and so forth. So we devised a new category of technical textiles known as consumer tech products. I have shown you example, institutional products and government product. Okay. Institutions in India started realizing the importance of this technology. And government started promoting, and they created a national technical mission on technical textiles. And then they started putting money for R&D centers. There are about 10 R&D centers supported by Government of India. And one such center is in Coimbatore at PSG College of Technology that focuses on industrial textiles. Okay, so there is a thrust. Then, as I told you, any form of textile, whether it is a fiber or a fabric, if it's a fabric, it can be a woven fabric, it can be a knitted fabric, or it can be a non-woven fabric. Any such form of textiles, when they are not considered for fashion and aesthetic sense, but for some functionality, they are technical textiles, which I have already alluded to. But then, among all these different forms, non-woven, so that is a way of making fabrics. I do not know if Bharathiar University has lab, I don't think you have, but PSG Technology has it. So if chance permits, you may want to go and see. And Citra, I forgot to mention, Citra is one center for excellence in medical textiles in Coimbatore. Okay, so this, among the different forms of making fabric, one growing field which is high productive is known as non-wovens. And these non-wovens are predominantly used for medical textiles. So non-wovens like this. So we don't make any fashion textiles out of it yet, but they are used in fashion textile, but they are alone not fashion textiles in the market. So these are typically cotton non-wovens, and these are used to make wipes and liner material for filter. So this is an ordinary woven filter, but it has no efficient filtration property. Right? If you use this, it will only give you so much protection. If you have to increase the protection, you need to add layers like this, which are nothing but non-woven. So these are disposable. So you can use it and throw them. And if you are making these non-wovens out of natural fibers, they are sustainable. When they are sustainable, you don't have to worry about environmental pollution and problems. So we will focus on advancement in non-wovens. So what are technical textiles? This is an example. This is a definition, simple definition for research scholars. If you understand this definition, you will be able to come up with a lot of research ideas. So this is the definition we came up with. Technical textiles can be any fibrous material. And the fibrous material can be a yarn, can be a fabric, yarn, fiber wound on a yarn, so technical textile can be any fibrous material and their combination. So you can take a non-woven, this is a woven, I can combine these two. So it's a combination, right? Cocktail. So combination with other items which have non-apparel application. Either which in undergarment we are not making. So these are non-apparel application but excluding paper. So paper is also made out of a natural material, cellulose, pulp. But paper cannot be called non-woven. That's one distinction. So we can't call a paper a non-woven, although the technology to make a paper is more or less similar to non-woven. Okay, let's not complicate things. So, as I told you, even a fiber can be considered to be a technical fiber. And how this happens, your imagination and the requirement. So when you take a cotton fiber, all that if you are in textile, you know that it is only used to make a yarn, and subsequently yarn should be made into a fabric. This is what we know. But the margin there is very less. If the same cotton can be made into a high value technical textile product, imagine the cost of cotton is going to be still same. Instead of making a low value product, how about you think about something? That's what it is. Research advances in textile industry. So I have chosen these topics and I will show you how to do those research lab wise. So you take the same cotton, but instead of making into a yarn and then weaving into a fabric, if you convert into a technical textile product, so technical textile product is a functional product. அதுக்கு ரெண்டு மேஜர் அப்ளிகேஷன். ஒன்று, it has to protect human life like you saw using face mask. And second, it has to save the environment. Environmental pollution இல்லாத பார்க்கணும். So if your textile material is able to do this, then it is a jackpot, lottery seat. So this is cotton. Everybody knows cotton. So all that we are familiar is, I take this cotton, put it in a spinning mill, so many spinning mills in and around Coimbatore, take a fabric, make a fabric and then dye it. அதுவும் ப்ராப்ளம். ஈரோடு அங்கெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there is a dye pollution issue is still there. So அதெல்லாம் பண்ணால் all you get is something in your Chennai store or Kumaran stores or something like that, right? Ramaraj cotton like that. Those are good. But if you could take the same cotton like this, I have not woven. Everybody would have a handkerchief. Just compare your handkerchief and this fabric. So there is no color, there is no dye. But I'm going to use this to save human life and environment. I'll show you an example how we did it. There are a lot of things about our research. You can Google Hindu, the very preeminent newspaper Hindu and NDTV, everybody covered our work. So I'm going to take this, watch this slide, and I'm going to show you some lab demonstrations here. This is cotton, undyed cotton. So not bleached cotton. So I'm not using any chemical. I'm only cleaning the cotton mechanically to remove the bark and dirt and contamination. And then I'm going to use this to develop into a high-tech wipe. That high-tech wipe will separate oil and water. So if there is any oil spill in the water, riverlet, particularly I have demonstrated this in Kaveri Delta place, particularly in Tiruvarur and in Karaikal region. Those are all oil rich region. அங்கெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா petrol இருக்கும், right? So petrol comes there. Oil Natural Gas Commission, India's crown jewel, ONGC ன்னு சொல்றோமோ, no, they are extracting oil, whether it is a Godavari basin or Kaveri basin. In that, oil wells are dug in paddy fields, right? நெல்லு விளையிற இடத்துல நடுவில் they used to dig the oil well and then extract oil. But what if the oil tube breaks? That oil will be seeping and leaping in the paddy field, then oil will contaminate the soil. And crude oil, if it inhaled, it creates cell mutagenesis, cancer over a period of time. So it is health threat and environmental threat. So what we did was, we took cotton, raw cotton, and then made into wipes like this. You see, made into wipes like this. And then this cotton wipe will separate oil from water. We were the first one to prove. So I'm going to show you this. Hope you are able to see this. This is just, assume that this is a river bed. Imagine Manigango. Assume that this is a river. Are you able to see this demonstration? Satish, are you able to see?
Yes, sir. Able to see, sir.
So this is a river bed. So this is a different types of presentation. I'm not going to just bore you with slide. I will show you with lot of examples and samples. So it goes into your brain and it catches your imagination. Assume that this river bed is there and then this is an oil. Okay. So assume that there is a spill. So I'm just demonstrating that there is a spill. So what is the, see, if there is a spill, what happens? You see this? Oil comes and floats on the top because oil gravity, oil is density wise lighter than water, so it will float. Seriya? If you use any paper material, because paper is a common wipe, the paper will sink. I'm just tearing a paper and I'll show you. If you put a paper in a water, clean water, this paper will sink as it absorbs water. You see, as it absorbs water, it's becoming heavy and it will slowly sink. If this is what we are using, if we are using paper to clean, you see it is sinking. Then you will not be able to separate oil and water because oil is on the top. The paper will absorb the oil if it absorbs, but it will not absorb. Then it will sink and go down in the bottom of the river bed. How are you going to take that from the river bed? Worst scenario is if there is a spill in the ocean. If you look at Bombay and Jamnagar, Reliance refineries are there. They are all onshore. So they are all in the middle of the sea, middle of the ocean. If your material which you are using to remove the oil spill, and if it goes inside, see it's going inside, it's slowly sinking. Whereas the oil is still on the surface. I hope you are able to see. And then on top of it, there is always dynamic activity. Seal and jasti. Right? The waves will come and go. So the oil will be continuously moving. So, but what we proved was if you take a raw cotton like this and put it in an oil water mix that is in a dynamic situation. அப்படியே கடல்ல அலை மாதிரி போறது. காவேரியில தண்ணி இருந்த காலத்துல சொல்றேன். If that water is flowing in Tiruvarur, a lot of small streams, வாய்க்கால போறது இல்லையா? அப்படி இருந்ததுன்னா, all see, it's sinking. So I can put my hand inside. If it's clean water, I can put because this is a clean water. But imagine if it is a carcinogen, because crude oil is carcinogen, cancer causing. That is what the trick we did. You can Google me. All major press covered our work. See, this will not sink. Are you able to see this? Even I do mechanical agitation. We found that the raw cotton in the natural form has wax. So wax and oil will interact and they will form the bond. It's a physical chemistry, high level science, but I'm just demonstrating it to you so you will understand. So, you see, I am agitating it with mechanical force, nothing is happening. And when you remove, water will drip, oil will be held. You can see this. Water alone is dripping, oil will be held. You can see like water floating on the surface of a lotus leaf. தாமரை இலையில தண்ணீர் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? Those who know Tamil. So that's a common adage, பழமொழி. அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா only water will drip, which you can see that it has removed most of the oil. பாருங்க, I'm not doing any magician trick. And I am again putting the same cotton. It is not sinking. This is technical textile. உங்க கண்ணு முன்னாடி I have shown you technical textiles. This is just cotton. Instead of spinning, we are making it as a non-woven. So, your productivity, see how much I have held. It's not sinking. Whereas இங்க பாருங்க. Whereas when you see a common paper, I have not done anything. Look. It has already sunk. On top of it, paper will disintegrate. It sink. Whereas this is not sinking. Okay. So that is technical textile. And as I told you, it need not be only non-woven, but depending upon the application, you can choose different types of material. Okay. And one such material, this is a typical non-woven cotton. You can see this. Cotton is gray in color because we have not bleached it. When we are not bleaching, you are not using any chemical. When you are not using any chemical, it is environmentally friendly. So we are developing environmentally friendly product to save the environment and to save human life. So one more time I show you. It's nearly 5 to 10 minutes. Still it has not sunk inside. It is only floating on the surface. And you can see the other side is dry. Only one surface, you see, totally it has taken all the oil now. Water only drips. And I put it, it won't sink because the natural wax in cotton, which is hydrophobic and oleophilic, it is oil attractive because wax and oil interact and they form bonds, covalent bonds. Okay, I guess somebody is not unmuted, so the audience, if you can mute your desktops and phone, it would be helpful. Sorry. So why should we do this? I have already shown. Because these technical textiles do two things. One, it is saving human life. When it is saving human life, everybody wants to invest. Right? This is COVID time, right? In COVID time, everybody wants to invest. So this is the technology. So this is what we see. This is synthetic based non-woven material. So the technical textile is a growth field. Whether for industry or for research scholars, if we do research in advanced textile, it's a growth field. So Western countries, developed economies, ஒரு நாட்டினுடைய economy only grows around 2%. அவ்வளவுதான். Annual growth of economy, GDP. You all know what GDP is, gross domestic product. So if your country is very developed, it only grows about 2 to 3%. India about 6% because it is fast developing country. But developed economies, it only grows about 2%. Whereas this technical textile field grows above the GDP of nation. So I have proven why technical textiles are needed. Okay, by now you would have understood what technical textiles are. And why you should invest in technical textile, because it is doing two things. Saving human life and saving environment, pollution. Pollution la illa. And then this is the only field apart from medical and biotech, no doubt about it. IT kuda avlo kedayadu. This growth of this field is normally above the GDP growth of nation. India nedta 6%. Whereas the growth in India for technical textile, we were the first one to predict in 2008. We predicted in 2008 that this field will grow in double digits, about 12%. India's GDP growth is about 6 to 8%. What did I say? This field grows above the GDP growth of nation. So I will show you some slides. So which are the key growing areas? Of course, China, right? India, South Korea and Taiwan. So South Korea and Taiwan are very advanced nation, even though they are very small, but they have invested heavily on R&D. So they are very growing nations. Now, again, to bring you your enthusiasm up, I am showing you again. I am not even touched it. You see, it's still floating. So science, but science is put into practical application. That is what research scholars in India should know. I am very particularly pleased with your Vice Chancellor, Professor Kaliraj. He contacted me when the COVID outbreak came, and he said, Professor Ramkumar, Bharatiyar University is very keen to transfer our ideas for practical use. So I urge scientists, I am not here preaching, I am one like you all. But if we could collectively transfer our laboratory ideas into reality, form to field to reality, we could generate lot of products and industry will grow. That is what South Korea and China have done. I will show you a case model and then I will quickly run through slides. So this is what it is. Where India is. India technical textile consumption is slowly picking up. It's about half a kilo. Each person, knowingly or unknowingly, your wives, the makeup போடுறீங்கல்ல, ஸோ த மேக்கப் மேக்கர் அண்ட் த டீமேக்கப் மேக்கப் எடுக்கிறீங்களே அதெல்லாம் இந்த டெக்னிக்கல் டெக்ஸ்டைல் ப்ராடக்ட் தான். ஸோ யூ டோன்ட் நோ தட் தே ஆர் டெக்னிக்கல் டெக்ஸ்டைல், பட் தே ஆர் டெக்னிக்கல் டெக்ஸ்டைல் ப்ராடக்ட். இந்த ஹேண்ட் பேக், கேரி பேக் இருக்கு இல்லையா, ஷாப்பிங் பேக், those are all technical textiles. So in India, knowingly or unknowingly, each person uses about half a kilogram. Whereas in developed economies like Western Europe, Germany, France, England, Italy, Switzerland, Austria, and America, Canada, a single person uses 3.5 kilos. So இப்ப பாருங்க, so India only uses half a kilo, but the sector becomes mature when everybody uses about 3.5 kilos, illa 4 kilo. I'll give you an analogy. So a young baby grows faster. When a man reaches 20 years, he stops growing. Avladhan, he may not develop his height. So that is why parents are feeding with lot of protein. புரதச்சத்தெல்லாம் குழந்தைகளுக்கு தானே கொடுக்குறோம். Because the growth is faster when you are very young or you are an infant. குழந்தையா இருக்கிறச்சே தான் growth. அப்புறம் 40 வயசு பையனுக்கு என்னத்தை கொடுத்தாலும் he won't become tall. அப்புறம் he will only grow down in size. Same thing, why I am giving you the analogy is India is just an infant. So when there is infancy, அதாவது இளமைத்தனம் இருக்கிறச்சே தான் முன்னேற்றம். Same analogy. அது அப்படியே if you grasp that example, there are a lot of opportunities in countries like India, Russia, South Africa, Brazil, Mexico, Turkey and India to grow. So one should always chase growth, right? எல்லாரும் ஐடிக்கு போனோம் because we felt that there was lot of growth in IT way back 20 years back. There are a lot of engineering colleges came. இப்போ engineering colleges are all saturated because people have reached the growth level. Whereas technical textile provides lot of opportunities. அதுலேயும் if you work on sustainable technical textile materials, so that's what we used it. Among the different fibers, comparing polyester and polypropylene, sustainable fibers like cotton, if you use it, they will degrade on their own because these are biodegradable, so they don't put additional load and burden on the environment, so it makes the life easy. So if we develop sustainable technical textiles, watch my word, sustainable technical textile, but they should be cost effective. அதுக்குன்னு exorbitant price வச்சா யாரும் வாங்க மாட்டான். So you should develop products which consumer will buy. You have to get to a balance. So you should develop new products. At the same time, those products should be at a competitive price. இல்லையா? அப்பதான் சந்தை பண்ண முடியும். அப்பதான் you will be able to market. So this is the growth. So India's per capita income இப்போ பார்த்தோம்னா $10,000. I'm not going too much of economics. This we published and this put us on the global map. We were the first one to estimate how this sector will grow in India. We proved that there is a growth until 2050. நினைச்சு பாருங்க, 2 to 3 generations. If they work in advanced textiles, if they work in technical textile, if the industry diversifies into technical textile, at least தாத்தா காலத்துலேருந்து ஆரம்பித்து பேரன் வரைக்கும் சர்வை பண்ணிடலாம். பிகாஸ் ஈச் ஜெனரேஷன் இஸ் அரௌண்ட் 20 years. அப்படின்னு போட்டோம்னா 2.5 generation 40 வருஷம். That's plenty. One can come into this field, retire in this field, right? Because India will start growing. You see this now. We are roughly around 2020. நம்ம consumption ரொம்ப less, half a kilo, roughly around that. சொன்னேன் பாருங்க, that is 0.5 kilo na half a kilo. India consumption half a kilo, but it has to reach 3.5 kilos. You see, roughly 2040. So there is already 20 years left for India to grow exponentially. Linear growth கிடையாது, exponential growth. You see, India will grow exponentially until 2035. So roughly 20 years, 15 to 20 years, the growth will be slow and then it will start picking up. Until 2050, the growth will be in double digits. So this is a golden mine for people in the material science area. We don't have to limit to only textile materials because new materials are evolving. And Bharatiyar University was one of the pioneers in India. Under previous vice chancellors itself, it has started nanotech centers. I'm talking way back in 2005-2006, right? So nanomaterials can be used. Two-dimensional materials. Two-dimensional material na enna? Graphenes, right? These are all carbon in graphite form, carbon in a two-dimensional form. So we have to think of bringing all those new materials and new technologies. What are new technologies? Waterless dyeing machines, supercritical carbon dioxide, plasma technologies, corona discharge, not this virus corona. I'm talking about physics, right? Electrical energy physics, corona discharge. All these new technologies you could bring to functionalize material. I'm just giving you so many. So all 1 hour, I'm going to intermittently show you to show that our technology works. It has not sunk. It's only picking up oil. If it sinks means it picks up water. When it picks up water, it becomes heavy and it will sink. I've been talking roughly around 36 minutes now. Roughly 30 minutes it's been put in this water oil mixture and the pipe has not sunk. That's technical textile. Okay. Now I have explained why it should be. So if you look at it, the growth is in double digits. It was 20%, but slowly the industry starts to see some light. So it's slowing down. Roughly even today, the growth is around 13%, which we predicted 12 years back, and it still holds good. Cherry. What are the barriers for the growth? So research scholars and industry people should know this. What should we do to grow this sector? Both from research point of view. The research should be done in lab, but it should be translated into industry. Adukku peru translational research nu peru. Summa paper publish பண்றது மட்டும் research இல்ல. Paper publishing is important, but that knowledge has to be transferred. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா economic growth வராது. Just for publication sake, one should not publish paper. But it is better than nothing. Don't get me wrong. Paper should be published, but that fundamental knowledge which you gain by publishing those papers should be transferred. So in other words, academic units like Bharatiyar University or Anna University or IIT Madras has been doing this for a number of years. One of the pioneers. Like they call it as translational cell in industry institute collaborative centers. Cherry. So, so what is the thing that is missing in India? So, what can I do out of these nonwovens? People can say, okay, I can produce cotton nonwoven, but what do I do? So, we need to give ideas to the industry to create awareness on how to make a useful product out of this. I'll show you this. This is a simple nonwoven. Okay, I'm going to answer the first point. This is a simple nonwoven. In the fabric form, it is like this. What we did was, we proved that an ordinary cloth face cover, idhukku peru face cover nu peru, face mask nu sollakudad. An ordinary face cover is simply a cotton woven material. You see, this has no filtration capability. Woven fabric has no filtration. What we did, we took this same non-woven, made it into a filter, and then we inserted this into the face cover. Are you able to see this? I'm showing, I already showed you one example on technical textile from cotton to make an oil absorbent wipe. Ide cotton non-woven, I have developed a filter. Insert that in your woven fabric. This is an woven fabric, and that becomes that becomes a highly efficient filter. Okay, this is what is known as conversion. Tayyakada mari, tayyalkaran. Leya tayyalkada mari verum thuni. What is the purpose of a fabric? Fabric has no purpose until it is made into a garment. So in other words, it is known as conversion. So you are taking a fabric and converting into a useful material like this. See, it becomes a fabric filter insert. Now I put it. So that awareness one has to create. Okay va? So that is second. How do I sell this? இதை எப்படி சந்தா பண்றது? I have to sell. How do I export this? Right. So, and universities like Bharatiyar University, the textile department should interact with business school. We should not work in silo. தனியா நான் மட்டும் ரிசர்ச் பண்றேன்னு இருக்க கூடாது. That is the difference between Western universities. Western universities are very collaborative. I can think on marketing, but there are a lot of collaborations happening. Of course, in India also it is happening, but இன்னும் நன்னா நடக்கணும். So we need to know, a scientist should also know a little bit on marketing and economics, right? Until he is putting some number to his ideas, the policy makers, the people who are in the government, the industry people don't care. So if you go to an industry man in Coimbatore and say that I have created an idea, then he will ask how much it will cost to make. Will I be able to make profit out of it? So an academic person should be able to convince the industry guy by giving these numbers. So you need to have some connection with marketing. And the fourth point is the consumer should be made aware of all these new ideas going on, which institutes like Coimbatore Agri Universities, they have been doing it because long time their purpose was to interact with farmers. இல்லையா, அந்த வேளாண் செய்திகள்லாம் நம்ம டிவியில் சொல்கிறோமோ 6 மணிக்கே வந்துடும். அதே மாதிரி technological and scientists should have more interaction with the consumers. So if we do this, there are opportunities to grow. So I will show you. So in the mari, there are so many products you can make. You see a blanket. The same blanket, if it is used in airlines, so people nowadays, everybody fly. When they fly abroad, they use the blankets. These are made out of non-wovens. So ordinary Erode பண்ற blanket ஓடிய cost price, the marketing value will be much less than the marketing value of these blankets used in aeroplanes. So we have to market it. The same, இன்னொரு example, just watch the baby. இந்த பேபியை சுத்துறோம் இல்லையா, அதுக்கு பேர் பேபியை சுத்துற கிளாத். அது நீங்கள் போய் மதர் கேர் அந்த மாதிரி பிராண்டட் ஜேசி பென்னி, மதர் கேர், டார்கெட் இங்கெல்லாம் வாங்கினீங்கன்னா இட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அ ஸ்வாடல் கிளாத். இட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் அ ஓவன் வித் ப்ரஷிங். இந்த ஓவன் கிளாத்தை கொஞ்சம் ஃப்ளஃபியாக பண்ணுவாங்க. தட் மார்ஜின் இஸ் ஹை. இமேஜின் தட் இஸ் அ ஓவன் ஃபேப்ரிக். ஐம் கிவிங் லாட் ஆஃப் டிப்ஸ் ஃபார் ரிசர்ச் ஸ்காலர்ஸ் as well as industry. You take the same fabric. If it is just the same fabric made out of a power loom in Erode, it's not going to fetch you that much value. Whereas the same woven fabric, little bit fashionably dye it and then brush it, panamna it becomes a swaddling cloth, kulandiya chutra cloth. Idadan people export and the margin is huge. So that is a technical product. An ordinary blanket which you use in your home is not a technical product. It is called what? Home textile. Whereas அதையே கொஞ்சம் ஃபங்க்ஷனலாக பண்ணி go towards targeted consumers. For in this case, baby. Nobody will be afraid to spend on baby. Whereas people will be afraid to spend on old people. So nobody cares. Right? I'm just jokingly saying. Babyக்கு எல்லாருமே, even if you see a poor parent, they will give everything for the sake of their baby. Natural. அதான் பாருங்க. That is technical textile. Targeted marketing, adding functionality and selling to that. எலெக்ஷனே அப்படிதான் நடக்குது. The people will not do the campaign what they are doing in Tirupattur. People will shift their focus if they do it in metropolis. கோயம்புத்தூர்ல ஒரு மாதிரி எலெக்ஷன் நடக்கும், சென்னையில் ஒரு மாதிரி நடக்கும், ரிமோட் வில்லேஜஸில் ஒரு மாதிரி நடக்கும். ஸோ பீப்புள் ஆர் ஸ்விட்சிங் அண்ட் சேஞ்சிங், ரைட், டிபெண்டிங் அப்பான் பீப்புள்ஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட், பீப்புள் மைண்ட் செட் அண்ட் பீப்புள் வாண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் நீட்ஸ். அதே மாதிரி டெக்னிக்கல் டெக்ஸ்டைல்ஸ் ஆர் பேசிக்கலி கியர்ட் டுவர்ட்ஸ் கன்சியூமர்ஸ் அண்ட் sophisticated application. இதே மாதிரி ஷாமியானா, இந்தியாவில் we all used to know ஷாமியானா. நத்திங் பட் முன்னாடி என்ன இருக்கும், இந்த தேங்காய் கோகனட் லீஃப் அதெல்லாம் மாறி then it became a woven fabric, right? கல்யாண வீடுகள்லாம் பார்க்கலாம். But then if you coat it with polyvinyl, chlorine, polyvinyl coating பண்ணோம்னா it becomes water repellent. Whereas a woven fabric will not be able to hold water. மழை பெஞ்சா ordinary cloth shamiana will sink, will sulk. Whereas if you coat with a water repellent, it is not going to sulk. That is what you see there. All fashionable shamiana. It is called awning. அவ்வளவுதான். இப்போ எப்படி சொன்னேனோ அந்த ordinary cloth, when it goes to child, it is called swaddling cloth. Similarly, water repellent coated shamiana is known as awning. புரிஞ்சுதா? So then bringing lot of ideas from other fields. Say plasma. Plasma is nothing but high energy ions, free electrons. So you create free electron. This technology people in nuclear physics, nuclear engineering, electrical engineering have been using. Plasma technologies are used in semiconductor industry. Adallam you bring it. So far I have told. So I am only giving you examples how to advance. I never deviate from the theme of the conference. Advances in textile industry. So your university, Bharatiya University or Anna University or UDCT Mumbai or even IIT Physics Department or Plasma Institute in Ahmedabad, they all have this technology. Only thing is, textile people go interact with them to create an interdisciplinary approach. Textile reacting with electrical engineers and physicists create bring and borrow. நம்ம ஒன்னும் புதுசா கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டாம். We don't want to go to Mars or do anything, but let others do it. That's a good thing. But there are technologies scattered in other fields like supercritical carbon dioxide. So those are all used in semiconductors. Adallam you borrow. And you also, why you do this? Not only you create new products for the textile industry, but you are also giving new application to those machines. புரியுதா? So for those people working in plasma technology, you give them new application. So when you give them new application, two different minds meet. There is a saying, two brains is always better than one. So they will be happy. The Thiruvalluvar also says, I normally use a lot of Thiruvalluvar. He says the same, you got to mix ideas. If you mix ideas, people will be liking you. Right? So யாதானும் நாடாமால் ஊராமால் என்னொருவன் சாத்துணையும் கல்லாதவாறு. So he says, keep on thinking until you die. Keep on learning until you die. Because if you do that, you create new ideas, new opportunities for people. So even if you are from Tamil Nadu, people from Gujarat will like you. If they are people from Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu will like, because each people are helping each other. யாதானும் நாடாமால் ஊராமால். So it becomes a unique one identity. யாதானும் நாடாமால் ஊராமால் என்னொருவன் சாத்துணையும் கல்லாதவாறு. See, only thing is you have to apply all these to your day-to-day life. So that's what it is. So now I'll give you a lot of examples where these are used. Okay? So same thing, this non-woven, next time when you go in I think in a new version of Maruti, in your new version of Toyota, you look high. கொஞ்சம் தலையை தூக்கி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும். You will have this same non-woven material in the headliner. Then they would put a tricot knit. So the inside will be this non-woven material. On the outside they will put a tricot knitted fabric. Polyester knitted fabric மேலே போட்டிருப்பாங்க inside. So this gives you acoustic insulation. And this also maintains air condition. When you are able to maintain the air condition properly, the amount of gas, the petrol consumption will go down. Of course, in India, many use diesel. Okay, diesel consumption will go down. இப்போ என்ன diesel விலை விற்குது? Elections are fought based on the price of diesel and petrol all over the world. So, if you are able to reduce the consumption of petrol and diesel, what are you going to do? You can become a chief minister next year. I'm just kidding. So that much power petrol has, diesel has. So you are able to reduce the consumption of these gases using non-woven. So in every automobile, I'm not saying you should go and rip apart the automobile, but I'm just telling you. One example is your headliner. So in every automobile, there is 40 kilogram of non-wovens used. ஒரு கார்லையும் 40 kilogram of non-wovens or technical textiles are used. Right, and imagine the number of cars being produced. Okay, va? And this is an example. This is your typical. I would request people to mute their phones and their desktop, please. Okay, your typical shopping bags. These are all made out of spun bond out of polypropylene, 70 grams per square meter to 100 grams per square meter. So next time, your school bags, the computer லாம் போட்டு முடிறோம் இல்லையா, computer bags, those are all nothing but technical textile. So next time when you know, that is a technical textile. And this is basically your pillow cover. Talayanu vara. Nobody is making talayani vara using woven fabric anymore. It's a typical 50 GSM technical textile, talagani vara. And your diaper. The inside portion of diaper is a pulp, wood pulp. The outside portion is known as cover stock, which is synthetic non-woven material. How many baby nappies we are using? More and more. And sanitary napkins. Ellam technical textile da. And the beauty is, these are all single use. Nobody is going to use a diaper second time. Who is going to wash a diaper? They are going to throw it away. So the consumption is more. Purida. So are you seeing the beauty of these technical textiles? What is it doing? It is protecting the baby and it is adding hygiene to the baby. Right? There is, even in villages in remote India, people use sanitary napkins, people use nappies, people use wipes. Imagine the consumption. Namakku theriyala. So there so many applications are emerging. And every time now you have to go to vaccination, right? Whether it is a Covaxin or it is a Pfizer vaccine. In India it is Covaxin, right? Whatever it is. They have to use an alcohol or non-alcohol swipe. Imagine. India 130 crores of people. 1.3 billion. China 1.4 billion. The globe has 7 billion. And everybody will be vaccinated within a year or two. 7 billion times 2. 14 billion. Most of the vaccines are 2 shots. And each time at least minimum 1 wipe. So 14 to 15 billion wipes have to be used. Imagine the magnanimity I am talking here, right? The wipes. Then நீங்க மேக்கப் எல்லாம் போடுறீங்கல்ல, next time when you put the makeup, just look at the thing which you use to put your facial makeup. Those are all made out of this. This is one I told you, okay? And this is your ordinary face mask, which is nothing but a non-woven. And this is the acoustic insulation in all the buildings, in multi-story buildings in Mumbai and everywhere. To save electricity, to save the cost on air condition, they put this. It's very insulation. The starting raw material is your garnetted denim. Denim fabric எல்லாம் கிழிஞ்சு போயிடுதுன்னா, they shred it and get the fiber out. So imagine, the raw material cost is very low, but it is going to save energy, so nobody knows. This is the raw material. Garnetting பேரு. Denim எல்லாம் பிச்சி பிச்சி, அதே மாதிரி carded waste, combed waste எல்லாம் போடலாம். And this is a typical surgical gown. In all hospitals, 50% of the hospitals in India use non-woven gowns. Right. So இப்ப பார்த்தோம்னா, so that is one segment. Now I have spoken about consumer technical textile. Now I am coming to institutional. Hospitals எல்லாம் என்ன வாங்குறாங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா, the first important thing is to protect the soldiers from bullets. எப்படி டெவலப் ஆயிருக்கு, how this technology has developed. Today we are using fibers to make ballistic protection. Bulletproof clothing எல்லாம் fiber தான். So those are all advanced textiles. Previously people used this armors, steel, copper, wood, everything used, but these are not helpful. When you are having a high velocity projectile, how are people dying out of bullet? It's because of speed. Very fast supersonic bullet. Adhaan people are getting died. if there is a bullet shooting happening, which is more common in United States, it is only because of high velocity projectile னு சொல்லுவோம். அது ஸ்பீடாக வரும் இல்லையா, 8 feet per second அப்படின்னா மீட்டரில் போட்டுக்கோங்க. You convert it, right? So now people are using new materials like this, and these are all high valued. ஏற்கனவே I told you, if it is going to save life, nobody is worried about the cost. Okay, so bulletproof clothing, helmets, all are made out of textile material. You see, there is a jacket, and the jacket kulla people will insert these bulletproof materials, right? So this is one of the inventions we did. Again, you could see this. This is a non-woven material with multi-layer of anti-ballistic material. What are the anti-ballistic materials now available? Kevlar, Nomex, high density polyethylene, and aramids, right? So we developed a new technology and patented for it. So there's only three or four types of materials available in the world. Avladhan. In India, we don't have our own indigenous technology yet, but thankfully the government is investing a lot of research money through DMSRD Kanpur, Defense Research Development Organization, DRDO Gwalior. So they are pumping a lot of money into coming up with indigenous technology for developing ballistic fibers. So world எடுத்தோம்னா Kevlar, that was an invention in the way back in 1950. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு இன்வென்ஷனும் ரொம்ப வரல. That is was developed by DuPont, right? DuPont was the company that invented one of the first synthetic fiber nylon. And then Imperial Chemical Industry in England came up with polyester, all that you would have studied in classes, those who are taking polymer science. There are only 3 or 4 fibers that are available that have certified to protect human beings from ballistic threats. They are Kevlar. Kevlar is nothing but an aramid fiber. Spectra is a high density polyethylene, liquid crystalline fiber, and Twaron is PBO. Okay, so we came up with a new technology where we will have multiple layers of these Kevlar or Twaron or Spectra or high density polyethylene, and then add a non-woven layer between, so that you will avoid the slippage between layers. So a ballistic fabric will be able to protect if you are able to bond them together without slippage. Adukku help பண்றது, we came up with this technology and we have a US patent on it. So this is the actual bulletproof vest we have developed. So you could see that when the bullet comes, this layer is very shield, chest shield. Since it is protecting the chest, this is known as chest shield. It will protect the chest. Chest dana mukyam, right? Only through chest the bullet goes into your heart. When it punctures the heart, what happens? Your blood cannot be pumped. When blood cannot be pumped, we meet the maker. Iraivanadi porum. Right? So other protect பண்றதுக்கு தான் we have come up. So I have shown you example how environment is protected. Now I am showing you example how human life is protected. Then இதிலேயே பார்த்தோம்னா multiple layers of new technologies are evolving. Again, I have shown you another example is this. So I assume that there is a lethal gas like carbon monoxide poison and nerve gas. This is little bit high end. Nerve gases. So that will attack the nervous system. Sarin, soman, mustard gas, and so on and so forth. Other protect பண்றதுக்கும் textile materials are used. That is also one of the inventions we did. Okay, I'll show you that invention. So this is a typical structure we have come up with, and this is used by many agencies around the world. So all technologies are based on the same non-woven. As I told you, I'll show you a lot of examples. So this is a typical, the same thing what you see on the slide. That's the same fabric, same cotton, but inside we have a new type of material. That material will hold the gases. Like carbon monoxide na gas thane. You see the black type of material, that is highly porous material. That porous material will be able to adsorb. If you are doing PhD, you will know the difference between absorption and adsorption. Adsorption is what you need to hold the gases. Absorption is what you need to hold the liquids. So assume that the threat chemical is liquid as well as vapor. அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன? Phase changing chemical னு பேர். Yeah. So if you have a material whose nature you don't know, we don't know whether it is in the liquid form or in the gaseous form, then this technology helps. And this is manufactured, this is our invention, and it is manufactured and commercially sold in the United States and around the world. இதுதான் decontamination wipe-னு பேர். Decontamination is also known as cleaning. And so many, not only it cleans the human body, it also cleans your computer. It cleans your car. We don't know where the toxic spill will be. So it cleans so many things. So again, another technology of advanced textiles to clean human body that has been contaminated with nerve gases. Okay? And that is known as this technology. This technology is known as fiber tect. Fiber that protects. TECT. TECT is borrowed from the word protect. Fiber that protects is known as fiber tect. Okay? Then the same textile materials can be coated with lot of chemicals. Basically metal oxides, copper, titanium dioxide, so many things to cleave the bacteria, because bacteria and fungi can be harmful. Common bacteria are gram positive and gram negative, Staph aureus, E. coli. Okay? So then fungus is very important. Mold, right? We are not paying much attention to, but fungus also can lead to. So idukella enna pannanum, the same textile material you have to functionalize with antibacterial or antimicrobial materials. Okay va? Or antiviral. Viral kashtam, antiviral is kashtam, but antibacterial are easily doable. So what are the different types? So now you take the same fiber, you take a fabric, it need not be a non-woven fabric, but you functionalize it with some chemicals. Okay va? So you have to use lot of combination. So far I have not shown you any functionalization using chemical, but I am going to quickly walk through this functionalization. So you can use halogens, you can use chlorine, you can use metal compounds, and particularly if you are using silver should be in the ionic form. It should have lot of free radicals. And then there are natural antibacterial agents like chitosan, the she shells, kilinjal na irukku illaya, sila type of kilinjal da, that is you get chitosan and chitin from that kilinjal. Okay? And obviously Avinash Lingam University, I don't know much research in Bharatiyar University, but I have had quite a good of interaction with Avinash Lingam Institute. They are doing a lot of natural herbs based research, but again romba limited, because extracting herbs is very difficult and it is not very prevalent. So industry may not be practically absorbing these because it's costly. And that is also we should keep in mind that technologies can work in lab, but it should be accepted by the industry and the cost. Now it's nearly 1 hour. You tell me if I have told anything lies here. You see, 1 hour the material has not sunk. That is how this technology has become industrial success, because I am using only very cost effective cheap raw material, relatively cheap raw material, cotton, no finish on it, natural cotton. Okay? So that is why I have brought this to show is you can develop worldly technologies in the lab. It has some value. It has more value if it is cost effective and if the consumers are able to use it. That is very important. That is the reason many technologies, many ideas developed in labs fail, because they are not able to connect with the consumer. Aduk very English la death valley nu solvanga. Ideas can be generated because brain thinks a lot. Adana vela uappa thalaikudi ulla piridal anaithe pulavarna not only poet. Thiruvalluvar means pulavar means people who have curiosity. It doesn't mean that you should have a PhD. Right? Many scientists don't have a PhD, but they have the curiosity. Right? Pudusa paakara kannottam. Right? So that is what it is. So you need to bring that connection. Okay? So a lot of things can happen. And another thing is medical textiles. We are coming to the last part. Medical textiles in eduthamna, There are 4 different types of medical textile. I only give you broad ideas so you can use your imagination to do research and create products. There are 4 types of medical textiles. So far we have seen consumer textiles, we have seen institutional products, we have seen defense products. Now we are going into medical textiles. So there are only 4 types. So what I have done is I have crystallized all these into simple groups. So there are only 3 types of technical textiles. One is consumer technical textiles, second is institutional textiles, third one is defense or government procurement textiles. சொல்லிட்டேனா இப்போ consumer textiles வந்தோம்னா medical textile has a vast scope. There are 4 types of medical textiles. Those textiles that are used inside the patient, like your catheters, your sutures, your transplants, your tissue scaffolds. இதெல்லாம் in the patient. That needs regulatory body. ICMR, Medical Council of India, they all have to approve. So it's a long process. It's not for everybody, but there is an opportunity. The second one is on the patient. Other than the wipes, the bandages, the incontinence, adult incontinence, all those are on the patients. On the surface of the patient, near the patient. Other than the pillow covers. I showed you, the pillow covers, the surgical drapes. I'll show you a lot of pictures so you will understand. Then the hospital, false walls. And the micro protect pananona, there are all false ceilings, false walls, false drapes. Right. And then for the patient, that is what is used, is known as face mask. So far you have seen ordinary face mask. Now I am going to show you the miracle face mask, which is nothing but N95. N95 is the golden standard for mask. This is the shortage, global shortage of N95, because it has to have non-woven material, it has to be electrically charged. What is an N95 mask? N95 mask will prevent 95% of particles that are 300 nanometer. Virus la eduthomna 200 to 300 nanometer. So if 100 viral particles go through it, only 5 will come the outside. 95% of will be prevented. So there are 3 things. One, it should have high filtration. Second, it should have fit. You see the shape, the design. It's exact perfect fit. I'll show you how it works. This is the N95. This is the one golden standard to protect us from COVID-19 virus. You see, it is a perfect fit. Filtration, fit, at the same time it should let you breathe. Adhikku per form. So a N95 golden standard mask should have 3 F's. F na fail in anikadingo. F as in Frank. 1, it should be highly efficient in filtering. It should have fit. Abde fit, abde poi mooka pidikano. Like this. And idan complication. Not only it should be fit, perfect fit, it should also let air to pass through, clean air to pass through. Adam mukyam. Right? Not contaminated air. Adukku peru form factor. So I showed you. Now this is a typical hospital setup in the Western world. Pathelna textiles. You can see lot of textiles. I showed you, the artificial walls. Adha nama Tamil English la simple as a screen. Thirai. That is near the patient. You could see the drapes. This is antimicrobial treated drapes, multi-washable, and it should also have wash fastness. So this is how a hospital functions in the US. Of course, it's an advanced country, so it's much more clean and the number of patients are very less per room. So this is a typical hospital setup, and you can yourself visualize. If you are an industry man, you can visualize where all my products can go in an hospital setup. This is that. So, in the patient, the sutures and catheters, right? On the patient, near the patient, and for the patient. Okay, va? And then I told you, not only this, so we have studied about different types of technical textiles with examples. We have shown that chemicals can be brought in to functionalize or coat. Now we are bringing different materials. What are the different materials? Nanoparticles, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, zinc oxide, manganese oxide, everything in the oxide form. And then two-dimensional materials like graphene to make them conduct electricity, to store energy, battery separators. Ideas. And then bring new types of physics-based technologies. Physics-based technologies like plasma. Plasma na blood plasma illa. These are high energy ions, right? Free radicals and super hydrophobic coatings, right? So many things you can think using nanotechnology. And then there are different ways of producing nanofibers and nanomaterials. So nanomaterials are used in N95. Little percentage of nanomaterials are used. Nano is still an unexplored territory because it's not at the mass scale. Nano is still more or less a laboratory level. Of course, commercial products are there. I'm not saying they are not there. But it is not mass level acceptance is there. And there are opportunities to work to make it economically feasible. Okay, va? So, the nanofibers le work we can do. There are three types of producing nanofibers. This is also a simple classification we developed. So one, by using mechanical process, electrospinning. That is mechanical and electrical process and chemical process. So the chemical process is borrowed from semiconductor industry, Sol-Gel process. So if you are a research scholar in Bardiyar University, you can work with your electrical engineering department. You can work with your nano center, right? And then think about different types of applications. Bring electricals into textiles, smart textiles, wearable textiles, right? Adalla limited scope. But for R&D, governments are giving money because we never know. 20 years back when I started promoting technical textiles in India, 2006, you Google me, you will know so many awareness programs I have conducted in Coimbatore. I never thought that this technology will be valued so heavily. Face mask என்ற வேர்டை கிராமத்தில் பட்டி தொட்டிலெல்லாம் தெரியாதவங்களே இப்போ கிடையாது. எப்படி கூகுள்ன்றது ஒரு நேம் ஆஃப் த கம்பெனி பிகேம் அ வேர்ப். கூகுள்ன்றது ஒரு கம்பெனியோட பேர். பட் இட் ஹாஸ் பிகம் அ வேர்ப். ஐ எம் கூகுளிங், ஐ எம் டூயிங் அப்படின்றது வர்பாகவே போயிடுச்சு. அதை மாதிரி ஃபேஸ் மாஸ்க் ஹவ் பிகம் அ காமன் ஃபினாமினன் நவ். நோபடி தாட் an important material of a face mask is a non-woven material. 15 years back when we started this, I never envisioned, but thank God it has come to help India and around the world. ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணணும்? ஏன் நானோ பார்ட்டிகல்ஸை படிக்கணும்னா பொல்யூஷன், particularly very small size particles are penetrating in big cities in Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi. Delhi is particularly notorious for air pollution. அதுக்கெல்லாம் ஃபில்டர்ஸ் வேணும். Even before corona thing came, if you travel to Hong Kong, if you travel to China and Japanese, even before all these viral issues came, Japanese used to only travel with face mask because there are a lot of issues in air pollution. So think about it. To contain pollution, அது மாதிரி filtration. So I showed you examples of filter. This is the exact N95 filter. Many of the people in India would not have seen it. That is why I took the liberty to show you this. Apparently, this is in all your households. The box filter, air conditioner வச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அதிலெல்லாம் பார்த்தா filter இருக்கும். Single layer filter. Not sophisticated like this. So there are a lot of, you don't know where these products are used. Adhaan prachana. Carla, engine filter. So if you have to have a car and a carburetor, you need to have a filter. Right? Those are engine filters. Right? Otherwise your car won't function. So these are all there. Then textiles are also used in agriculture. And being very proximate to agriculture university, you can interact with scientists there. If you go to any supermarket, you see polyethylene woven knits like this, bags. Why you need to have? Because you need to preserve the vegetables. At the same time, air should go through. வெறும் polyethylene bagல போட்டா பழங்கள்லாம் அழுகி போயிடும். So you need to have free air passing. At the same time, you need to hold. So like this. Fish nets. Fish பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு இல்லையா, அதெல்லாம் nylon nets. Those are all agri textiles, architectural or horticultural textiles. அப்புறம் land erosion. The road எல்லாம் போடுறோமோ geotextiles னு பேர். You need to separate the top soil from the bottom clay so that the water will be drained in the side, not seep inside. களிமண்ல போய் சீப்பானா சதசதான் ஆயிடுது இல்லையா, ரோட்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஸ்பாயில் ஆயிடும். எல்லாம் geotextiles. So I give you lot of thoughts so you can think whole world will be imagination. ரைட்டா? அப்புறம் pesticide protection. இப்பெல்லாம் regulation. Farmers cannot simply go and use their hand. In India still they do, but it is not good. எல்லாம் pesticide protection. இதுதான் typical pesticide. Zombie மாதிரி இருக்கு பாருங்க, பூதம் மாதிரி. So this is how a farmer and others use pesticide protection clothing. Nanotechnology ல வந்து medical applications are emerging. Filtration, but its applications are very limited because of cost factor. அதெல்லாம் if you are able to reduce it. Why nano? This is a classical example I use. What is a nano? இதான் அந்த stirrer. இது straw, coke straw. Given the same area, ஒரு 2 by 2, 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter ஸ்கொயரில் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா, take a straw, இந்த கோக்கை உரிகிற ஸ்ட்ராவையும் இந்த ஸ்டிரர் இல்லை குச்சி, நெத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்கிற குச்சி, அதை வச்சுக்கோங்க. You will be able to put more that kuchi in the same area, 4 centimeter square la, you will be able to pack more kuchi than your straw. So if you are able to pack in a same area or in a same volume more material, that means you are having more surface area. In other words, you are having the spaces for reacting more. When you have space for reacting more, your functionality increases. This is a typical example of nano. If you just show this to the students and industry people, the nano becomes very simple. புரியுதா? இதுதான். So that is the difference between a nano fiber and a microfiber. இந்த மாதிரி so many things, applications are emerging. Chemical protective clothing, tissue scaffold. அப்படின்னா if you have to grow cells, you need to use them. Drug delivery, patches, micro needles and patches, right? So many applications. அப்புறம் but there are issues. நானோவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் there are two major issues. One, it's not yet to the mass production. கிலோ கணக்கில், டன் கணக்கில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. Whereas cotton yarn you can produce in tonnage, of course. So when you are not producing in tons, the cost is high. So that is still an issue. Second, the toxicity. Whether nanofibers are toxic, whether they will penetrate through the tissue, one has to still study. So that issue is also there, and that is very fertile for researchers. So you need to link with medical doctors and physicians and people working in physiology. There are a lot of opportunities for textile, fiber and material scientists because this is an uncharted territory. People have worked on it. There are a lot of scope to work. So this is, I have finished on time. I publish a newsletter called Tech Snips. In the mari lot of new ideas. Even tomorrow I am writing one on non-woven innovation. It is distributed around the world from Nigeria to Australia, Canada to South Africa. People receive it. I won't charge anything. So if you are interested, you send an email to me. I will include your email to that list and you will get lot of information. Just snippet, துண்டு மாதிரி, துணுக்கு விட்டு படிக்கிறோம்ல துண்டு, அது மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். So it will give you lot of new ideas. It gives ideas for the industry. It gives ideas for research scholars. So if you want to get that information free of cost, send an email to me. My email is given there. சரி, இப்போ வந்து I have spoken for nearly 1 hour and 15 minutes. பாருங்க, still it's floating. So it's a success. I have not done any magic. It's not a black box. It's a crystal clear glass vessel. 1.5 hours, the material has not sunk. That is technical textile. Right? Okay, I also want to thank all the staff. ஆரம்பத்தில் திருவள்ளுவரை வச்சு ஆரம்பித்தேன். I'm going to finish. I'm indeed pleased that Jayakumari and other folks, particularly your Vice Chancellor and your Registrar, your head of the department, Professor Sangeeta Krishnaswamy, and Amuda. She was the one who contacted me for the second event, I guess. எல்லாம் நல்லா பண்றீங்க. So Valluvar should be proud because you are living according to his words. இதனால் இவன் முடிப்பான் என்னாய்ந்து அதனை அவன் கண் விடல். So I think you are all capable and be safe. And if you want to get this newsletter, do send me an email s.ramkumar@ttu.edu and happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's very informative session.